Alright guys, just wanted to show you where I'm at with the build. Just about done. Still got some things to touch up, but obviously we've got the Corsair Obsidian 800D. I've got two Lambtron FC6 fan controllers, 4-channel fan controllers, able to adjust the LEDs to different colors, and they do come in white, so that goes well with the build. Got the Blu-ray drive right there, and I'm still waiting to put in my switch panel, which I've got right here. I just need to do the wiring on that. So let's go around to the side, and then here's what it all looks like inside the case. And then going outside the back, I have a coolant radiator bracket. And here's the white edition monster radiator. And I etched all the lettering for the logos with a very small screwdriver, and bought some stuff called Rub and Buff, I believe is what it's called. Wiped everything over, and it left it all in the cracks. Turned out real good. And then on the very back, let me try to get around here. I'm not going to get a good view of it, sorry. I've got 340mm Sigmatech black smoke fans with white LEDs. Got screws on the back that I painted white, holding those in. So let's go ahead and take the side panel off. Show you what else I've done inside. Alright, got another 140mm Sigmatech fan. In the back, got a 120mm Sigmatech fan. I've got 12GB of Corsair Dominator RAM, and I bought the new GTX heatsinks, put those on, painted those white to match the theme. There I've got the i7 920 overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz with a EK Supreme HF water block. Let me turn on the light for you. So there's the water block, and it's the nickel plated with a clear acrylic or whatever you call it on the top. Then I've got the EVGA X58 LE edition motherboard that is also water cooled with the white EK full motherboard block. For my GTX 480, got an EK block for that as well, which is nickel plated with a clear plexi. And I got the back plate from EK, which is just black. Already getting dust in there. And there's the EK logo. So I think that makes the card look pretty sweet. All single braided cables for the 24-pin GPU. And then down here is an EVGA GT240 for physics. Going down to the bottom, there's my Thermaltake Tough Power Cable Management 1200 watt power supply. And then underneath is a SwiftTech MCP 655 pump with the Bits Power all black dress-up kit. And obviously I've got all the white 1/2-inch diameter tubing with Bits Power black fittings everywhere. For the reservoir, I got the EK multi-option 250 res. And then down there's another Sigmatech fan. And the way I've got all my fans set up, I don't have any intake. This one right here is blowing downwards on the pump, One in the back is blowing out of the pump, or out of the case. So no air intake. Up at the top, there's a phaser exchanger, 360 rad. And at the very top, 320 millimeter Sigma-Tech fans that are white LEDs. And then that's just a white cold cathode. I've got a 4-inch cold cathode over here on the side. Then taking off the cover here, there's your 4 hot swappable bays. But down here at the bottom, inside there, I've got 2 300 gigabyte Velociraptors, using those in RAID 0 for storage drive. And then we'll go ahead and pop open here. I have 2 Corsair Reactor Series R120s, 120 gigabyte SSD drives. I've got 2 in RAID 0, those are running my operating system. There's the other one. Then for my main storage drive, I've got a Seagate 1 terabyte hard drive. Alright, so here's just looking at the case. You've got all your fans lit up. In the back, the fans there as well. Then you got your 320 millimeters at the top. And I'll go ahead and turn on the cold cathodes. So it lights everything up fairly well. Go ahead and throw that side panel on there. So I think it looks pretty good. I like the placements of the cathodes. Again, just looking in the case, you cannot see the cold cathodes. In the very back, you can see the glow from the 1 UV cold cathode I have in the back. But I'm not going to take it out, it was a bitch to get in there. And then here's the fan controllers, which have white LEDs. So once I get everything finished, move it over to my computer desk. Right now I've got it sitting on the kitchen counter by the sink, and then we'll go from there. But let me know what you guys think. As far as the loop goes, from the reservoir down to the bottom to the pump, from the pump up to the GPU, from the GPU goes out the back into the Monster radiator, goes out the Monster into the CPU, out of the CPU into the motherboard, out of the motherboard, then it goes back up into the other radiator, and then back to the res. So I'm getting a good flow, there's just not a lot of pressure, temps are fine, and obviously you can tell right now, did not boot up. So I'll take a look at that. Keyboard error, no keyboard present. Oh, I just took the USB thing out for the keyboard, so that's what that is.